In Ireland, a woman seems to need very little reason to kill a man or herself.
And how are they in South Africa?
A little more civilized. You like to dismount?
Why?
Well, your recklessness has lamed my horse.
I'm very sorry.
Well, in that case, then, you should be happy to walk him back to the stable.
I doubt that.
I don't.
Well, I finally made you speak to me, even if it was an insult. Do you know you've been a guest in my house for 2 weeks and you've thought of nothing and spoken of nothing but horses?
I'm a guest of your father's. I came to Ireland to buy horses, not to be killed by one.
Oh, come now, Mr. Van Riebeck. You're not really going to make me walk all the way home.
Oh, yes, Miss O'Neill. I am. Katya.
My name is Katie.
We call it Katya in South Africa.
Don't you ever think of anything except South Africa?
Yes. Right now, I think this is our dance.
Goodbye, dear.
You're a killer, Katya. You're a beautiful, murderous killer.
In.
Chaka,
Yes, Nkosi.
when will they be ready?
Tomorrow, Nkosi.
Then we go home.
Good, Nkosi.
Where were you? I've been looking all over for you.
I was here paying for my horses.
We're invited to Lady Byrne Saturday.
Saturday? Saturday, I'll be on the way to South Africa.
Oh, Paul. Oh, I told her we'd be there.
I have to leave, Katya.
You have to leave? Just like that?
Well, not just like that.
Couldn't you stay a bit longer? For my sake.
I'm sorry, Katya.
Well, if it's that important, I'll go with you to South Africa.
No, you couldn't live there, Katya. It's a hard and grim land, wild and untamed.
You think I'm tame?
It couldn't be, Katya.
Paul, I don't care how hard or how bad it is. If I'm with you, I can live any way you live.
I'm sure of that, Katya. But That isn't it.
Well, what is it then?
Well, it's what I belong to. The only thing that I can belong to. It's a country we're trying to build, a dream we're trying to make come true. We call it the Dutch Free State. I lead a group of border fighters called commandos. Our only home is the jungle and the mountains. We live by our guns and for our dream. Once I lived as you do, Katya. A fine home like this in Cape Town.
You gave it all up to fight?
Yes.
Then this is all that matters to you, this dream?
Yes.
Not you, or me, or our lives?
Not anything. I just want to say goodbye, Squire, and thank you for everything.
That's a good day for a man who's leaving Ireland. A bad one for those who stay.
Why, what's happened?
Potato blight has crossed into our county. Every farm is hit by it.
But you're not a potato farmer, Squire.
In Ireland, there are only two crops, sir. Potatoes and famine.
Well, then I'd seek a more merciful land. But there are good lands all over the world for raising 100 crops. And I'm going back to one of them now, South Africa. Perhaps I'm just a little biased about my own country. At any rate, goodbye, Squire.
Goodbye.
God bless you. Goodbye, Sean.
Good luck.
Within 6 months, the blight destroyed the green of Ireland. With the hunger came fear, plague, and death. My father was one of the first to go. His last words were an echo of what the South African had said. Find a new land, a more merciful land. In the year that passed, many things happened. I married Sean Kildare. We turned our backs on Ireland, and during the long 6 months voyage to South Africa, our child was born. Let me have him, Maggie. Are you afraid, Sean?
Not with you.
It's like the end of the world. Or the beginning. Cape Town, like something out of the Arabian Nights, full of strange people and sounds and color. A new world. Paul's world. Our very entrance seemed a good omen. New friends, the de Groot family, were kind enough to give us a lift from the boat to the town.
What is all this?
They're preparing for the big trek to Huston Valley.
Another new Dracula adaptation is on the way since Bram Stoker released his classic horror movie in 1897. The book has been adapted onto the big screen numerous times, most recently The Last Voyage of the Demeter and Renfield loosely adapted Stroke work will another adaptation, Nosferatu is slated for release later this year. Now its world is growing once more with yet another Dracula movie adaptation. As reported by Deadline, Taken writer Louis Wesson is teaming up with Christophe Waltz for Dracula. Elab Till, the French director, is set to helm the adaptation, which will be its own remake of the classic tale. Meanwhile, Wald's role in the movie remains unclosed, but Dogman star celeb Landry Jones has been tapped for the role of Count Dracula. Based on the movie title, the won't be a straightforward adaptation of Stoker novel. It appears to be a mixture of horror and romance as it tackles Dracula origin story. In contrast, the novel doesn't go into further detail on the vampire origins, but it does insinuate he didn't become one traditionally by being written by another vampire. It's implied that he used dark magic and brilliance to turn himself into a vampire. However, Vision may also draw inspiration for his story from previous adaptations. In Francis Ford Coppola Dracula 1992, the titular vampire Gary Oldman also turned himself into a vampire through dark magic and forsaking God, thus suggesting that Dracula took these drastic actions due to the loss of his wife. According to the Deadline report, Dracula Elaptil may explore the idea of the titular character having a gothic romance with a lover before becoming a vampire. Hence, it should be quite a unique premiere. Although it won't be to be the solo adaptation to prove his life.